Hello, this is A of the Don. I keep saying over and over again because it looks like my camera started, but then it keeps saying it's like it was stuck. So this is A of the Don. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking my channel. Thank you for commenting and leaving me emails. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I would like to let you guys know that if you would like personal readings with me, I always say leave it down in the comments, but I'm noticing that I'm not getting all my notifications for my comments, and so I'll go back and look in the creator studio at the community to see if I missed any comments but I don't check that often. So please go to my website, aofthedon.com, or you can friend me on Facebook, Asia Borealis. You can join my Facebook group, Students of Nature and Divination group. You can join my business page on Facebook, A of the Don, and so on and so forth. I'm sorry if I missed any of you guys' comments that said that you wanted readings from me. I'm, I, I just didn't see it. I'm not ignoring you. You guys know I like all of any comments I get. I pay attention. I respond because I think it's fun to chit chat with people. And you guys are the ones that don't respond to me because I've been asking you questions when you write comments, but I know you're busy and you're booked, so it's okay. We're going to take a look at Scorpio for March 2018. You guys are, it looks like you guys are going through an awakening, a new beginning, and a rough start mentally. Like mentally, it's hard for you to. I just see like I pulled your cards already. It's mentally, I see that it's really hard for you to wrap your mind around where everything is going. But I see two tens, a nine, well, two nines, ooh, three nines. So let's just get into it. All right, you have nourished yourself to the point where it's safe for you to move on with your journey. Like this is like your inner god, goddess, your ancient wise um, monk getting started. I see like a young man looking out at the world and seeing all the possibilities, but not feeling sure if he's safe to go, if he's prepared to go. And the hermit is like an old wise sage who has collected like all that he's ready. He's ready for the world, and he also doesn't need the world to validate him. So he's okay if he gets it popping or not. Like he's already twerked and he's been out and drank. He's done with all of that. So it's like you're going out into the world with this rich self nourishment that doesn't need validation from anybody. You're not looking out into the world looking to see like how you can be the next new now next on VH1 or whatever. You're looking out to the world with wisdom, and you need to trust that, because getting the two of wands next to the hermit is saying to me that maybe you're feeling like you're not going to be able to keep your footing. Maybe you have like, nah, maybe I'm not capable. Maybe I shouldn't be, having these big ideas. And with this hermit here, it's kind of like having like a rabbit foot next to you all the time. You have the instinct, you have the intuition already within you. That's what that card is saying. You already have like the wisdom. You're not going to make the same mistakes again. You're not going to because Scorpios have been here before, whether it be like at this stage where you get a chance at a new beginning. This is like another chance for you. or maybe it's in past lives that you've been here before. And after the Hermit is the Eight of Wands reversed, and the Eight of Wands saying is like fast. Something's about to happen really fast, whether you want it to or not. Since it's reversed, it seems like you're like gun shy, you might be forcing it, and but the answer is coming to you. Like whatever it is that you feel like you're missing in order to move forward on your journey, either A, you already have it, and you might already have it, but you just don't know it, or you need to pay more attention. Like maybe spend some time alone, in meditation. Um, Take a step back. I'm not saying for 3 months, just like a day, to listen, to go within and listen to yourself. Clear out all the noise, even the noise from your ego, telling you what you don't have, what you can't do. All that doesn't matter to you anymore. Because I see all these cards of completion. You've learned everything you need to learn. You've done everything you need to do to get yourself up to a certain point. You're just experiencing a lot of doubt because you're like hanging in the wings. It hasn't happened yet. It's that feeling like, is it ever going to happen? And then you don't really quite know what that it is, you know. You're just waiting for that like missing link that can, like, maybe it's a phone call from someone that can give you an end to something that you want to do. I say look out for any opportunity. Just start saying yes. Yes. Just be open. Make sure you're open. Open. This is not a time to be like closed off, but it's also not a time to do too much at the same time. So what's helping you right now, what you're doing right, I see the King of Swords, the Ten of Swords reversed, and then the Nine of Swords. It's all mental. You're in your head, okay? And you're kind of driving yourself up the wall. And you might be being, there might be someone around you that's negative or domineering or controlling. Because I see this King of Swords reverse. And then I see the Ten of Swords reverse. When this tells me that you know better than to let this person or this energy into your space. You've been there, done that. You're done with that, you know. But like, I see Scorpio next month kind of going around in circles with trusting themselves. There's certain issues that if you don't get rid of it, it's not going to leave. They'll just keep coming back around until you say enough is enough. And you kind of stand up for your space, and you got to keep holding that space. The tens are a completion, but if you keep going back to the lesson, then you're not going to ever rise up the way you really desire to. And you might be resisting because you're scared. Like I see fear here. Tighter! Thank you. Thank you for protecting me. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. This is somebody walking outside. It's gonna be all right. Who there? Okay. All right. So you're having like mental distortion. You're definitely experiencing a relationship or something with someone that is kind of like holding you back, you know. And it might be somebody that you thought that you could put your trust into, because most of the King of Swords is someone that's like knows what he's talking about, knows what he's doing, where he's going, where he's been, and he is like he gives advice and he likes to give guidance. But when it's reversed, it just may not be the right advice for you. And it's got you, you know, going backwards instead of forwards. Because you need to move forward. And you need to come out of this and join the awakened. Because after the Ten of Swords reverse is the Nine here, the Nine of Swords. And so you're churning your energy on the inside, like mentally. You're like churning around thinking about awakening instead of doing the awakening, you know? Stay awake, stay alert, stay focused on the outside for like a week. I'll just say do it for 24 hours because a week is a lot to swallow if you're not used to doing something. You've already spent a lot of time inside your head. And too much time inside of your head, too much of anything isn't good for you. But this is causing a distortion. It's like you're pushing your energy, but your mental is draining your energy. So I'm seeing that gratitude, making a journal where you write out your dreams, where you see yourself headed, instead of thinking about things that torture you. And I know this awakening is kind of calling you, you know, it's haunting to go through that. But there's no reason to be afraid. You're going to be okay. You know, you just need to drink some water and take a nap. As my mom used to always tell me. You're going to be okay. Like, I'm looking at this reading and I'm like, you're feeling like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Like, that's what I'm getting from this reading. Like, I'm feeling like um like you need some rejuvenation. You need some Java juice. Because you're not feeling it. You're not feeling the fun. You're not feeling the flavor right now. Because they're really, in this space that you're in, there's nothing to do but just kind of like, you know, when you're at the airport at the terminal, you just look at your tab, watch your Netflix, and you wait for your plane to take off. You wait for your name, your number to be called, and then the journey begins. And I feel like that's what is going on right now. You're in the no man's land and you're waiting, and it's haunting you because you feel like you're doing something wrong, and you have this negative energy telling you like what you're looking out into the world to do ain't right. That ain't right. You know, you're not at the right place at the let me help you out. This person's like, no, let me tell you what you should do, and you're like, okay, what should I do? And then you listen, and then you're like, that's not what this is telling me to do. Girl, listen to what this is telling you to do. The Hermit, he got you. He's been here way longer. Even though this king is fine, He's great. He's a great king. The King of Swords is amazing. But when he's reversed, you might as well just not listen to him because, like, he's exhausted and he needs some rest because he's not really honing in on who you truly are. And the Hermit is honing in on who you really are. And then underneath the King of Swords, we have the Devil reversed. So, okay, what your future looks like is you breaking those chains, okay? Breaking that bond with the negative thinking. You're like, all right, go. I'm going to clean you up. I'm going to clean that mess up, that mental mess. And I'm just going to move forward into more positive thinking. And then you have the awakening of your inspiration. You know, your intuition, your light is about to burst through. Like we have tens, nines, a nine. Next to the 10 of wands is the 9 of wands, and the 9 of wands is reversed. And so you're like, I'm about done. I'm done. I can't go no more. I can't think about this anymore. Um, I'm about damn near dead because the 9 of wands is about perseverance and having stamina. And when it's reversed, it either means you're pushing too hard or you're not pushing, maybe not even at all. You just kind of like almost like gave up. And that's kind of like the point you need to be at. I'm not mad at that. Are you? Like, and Scorpios don't never give up. But for you, that's probably when the balance is going to come through. Let's take a look. I'm interested. I am invested in this storyline. I'd like to know what it do. Okay. Stale. I just keep hearing stale energy. It's old. That's why you got them tens. Tens are about completion. You're done. You know, you need some inspiration. But you're waiting to hear it. The call, these cards are done being shuffled. And I keep shuffling them. I noticed that. That's what that means. Okay. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Finally. So we have a transformation in like your health regimen. You need to start maybe looking for higher nutritional value foods. I can relate. I just went to the store, walked to the store yesterday, and bought some Irish moss and boiled it, and it turned into a gel. And it has like there's 100 and something minerals that we need, and it has like 80 of them or something. Don't give me the line. This is what my girlfriend told me, and I just followed directions, and I put it in a smoothie today. I feel so much better, and I drank some coconut water. Drinking that filtered water was not doing it for me. I'm like I'm drinking water all day, and I still feel dehydrated. It's like when you awaken, your cells and your body are transforming as well. So you need to bump up your self-care. And the Queen of Pentacles is about being connected to nature. You need to transform your relationship with Mother Earth. You need to start seeing your essence, appreciating your essence. You know, when you look at these flowers, and you say, oh wow, these flowers are so beautiful. These flowers are a reflection of you. And you need to start valuing yourself. The Queen of Pentacles is about self-worth and self-esteem. There needs to be a transformation, and that will give your life the Java juice it needs. That will give your life the boost it needs. Like, um, I feel like Scorpios sometimes sit around waiting for their tens and their accolades from others. And you have your tens, all right, but you have to give yourself your tens, like seeing your reflection in nature. It doesn't even matter if you have 10 boyfriends or 25,000 girlfriends that tell you you're awesome, you're amazing, if you don't see it in yourself. So there's going to be a transformation in your self-care. And also, I read all the cards next to each other. And then there's the death card and the two of swords. And it's about making a decision, not making a decision. Stalemate. And you might be, which card was first or second? You might be like a little bit, it looks like you like have an attitude with fate right now, because I have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. It's like you're confused about, like, when is it going to be my turn? When is this turn of fate? The turn of fate is you. Like, how you view yourself, how you move in the world, that's what's going to attract the things you need. And so because, you feel like fate isn't on your side right now, you might stop working hard at taking care of yourself. Like, you might, like, not get into it the way, right, the way you need to. I'm sorry. I had a thought. The Knight of Pentacles is about working methodically. The Knight of Wands, I get those two knights confused because they kind of look the same to me, and I look at the pictures and sometimes don't read the words. The Knight of Wands is about moving forward, kind of like this, and these are both are reversed. So it seems like you either might be, again, you might be doing the most or not doing enough. But underneath the Death card is Strength. And this card is saying that this transformation is karmic. You see the infinity sign on the top of the goddess's head, petting the lion. She's connected through and through. She's connected on another level. She's connected to her strength and her gentleness. And that's wisdom. Even a lion can sense her gentleness. And that's because you've spent a lot of time in this space with yourself, transforming yourself, loving up on yourself. So it's not about when, it's inevitable. This is fate. This is your fate. And so the universe is letting you know that your strength, you have the strength to put the finishing touches, the last finishing touches on a project that you've been working on. And the project has to do with you, your happiness, your foundation. All the work that you've been doing is so that you can set yourself up for a come up. You've laid the groundwork for your happiness. And it's underneath the Wheel of Fortune reverse. So it's saying that you might not feel happy immediately. you might not like receive this good news, or you just might be holding off on spinning the wheel. Like sometimes one of my favorite movies is Ever After, and Da Vinci in that movie says, oh, Godolph, her friend, after she gets captured by what's his name and whatnot, comes and gets her. This is Cinderella story. And Godolph is like, it's fate. We don't have to do anything to rescue her. The prince is going to find her. It's fate that they're supposed to be together. They don't need our help because he didn't want to put himself out there like that. But sometimes fate needs a little help. And you just can't like just sit and wait for stuff to happen all the time. Sometimes you have to put a little effort, and it just looks like you don't know what to do. Which is, I understand that because Scorpio goes so hard at whatever they do. I'm trying not to slouch, because when I slouch, I look like this. I don't like that on camera. Scorpios tend to go hard and passionate and go in. There's like no middle ground. The Scorpio tend to be extreme. So therefore, if you don't know what to do, you don't do nothing, because you don't want to put your heart into something and have it not work out. Okay, so this is where this strength and this wisdom comes in. Balance. I'm surprised the Temperance card has not popped up. Where are you? Like, are you even in the deck? Because I feel like that's what you guys need. You guys need to like have some fun, go hang out with friends, laugh, and rest. You know, your best ideas will come if you just take your foot off the pedal and just like let some stuff slide. Let some things go. Don't think about everything. Don't overthink everything. Don't over exasperate yourself. It's not gonna do nothing. Because I pulled the Wheel of Fortune reverse. It's kind of like it's not you on your terms. But don't do nothing because you're throwing a tantrum. Okay? Scorpio mark. 2018. I want you guys to believe in yourselves because you work really hard to get here. And I want you to see your reflection in these flowers, in these crystals, in this pink quartz, in this light, like the hermit. Because that's your reward, Scorpio. That's your reward. It doesn't have to come to you in a lottery check or through this grand love that you're looking for, like a grand finale. And you could get it. It's possible. And I understand why you're looking for that, and understand that you might be a little bit disappointed that, you know, you're not walking through the streets like Jesus on Palm Sunday with everybody acknowledging you for all the hard work you've done. Because that's what I feel like you're looking for. You're searching for validation. But I want you to see your beauty. I really want you to go out and search for your beauty in nature. And then you'll calm down, and you know what'll happen? You'll make a space for something beautiful to come to you. Something you deserve, something that you're worthy of. It needs that opening. I'm sensing that it needs that opening and that space. You need that what is it? Life. It's essence. You need to feel like this. Enlivened. Get rid of the grudge, the controlling. Get rid of it. It's not going to help you. It's never helped you before. It's not going to help you now. Okay. Now let's pull a card from my Northern Lights deck. It's not my deck, but I love this deck. It's cute. Northern Lights. It's a self-published deck. Found it on eBay. I like all things the Dawn, all things about Aurora Borealis, Ava, Aurora, Eos, Ushas, all things Dawn. I love. Okay. The first card that pops out is Enthusiasm. And it's the 5th chakra. 4th, 5th. So you need to be expressing your gratitude, your enthusiasm. Yay! You need to be like a cheerleader for life, for beauty. What number is this? 12. It says, allow your natural enthusiasm to shine through and be shared via your voice. Speaking, singing, laughing, chanting, celestial music, and love are guiding your journey and fueling you now. Express this to all in your daily life that they too may see, hear, feel, and know the beauty and power of the light. In order for you to get out of that dark space, you kind of have to like will your way out. You have to help fate out a little bit with your enthusiasm. It's kind of like you want to lay down and like get a phone call and be like, I did it, I won, you know. But look at the people who do get those phone calls. They put in their work in order to get those phone calls. You know, put yourself out there. Become visible. Let your light shine, basically. And it's going to take courage for you to do that. This is not something Scorpio plays it real super cute and cool. But you're not going to be able to do that this time. Usually most of the time your magnetism is enough. But it's not. And I know that might hurt your pride a little bit and make you feel like a little bit like, you know, that's not something that you're used to doing, but that's why it's going to take some courage. Courage is not necessarily visible to others as brash or swaggering exhibits of bravado. It can also be a gentle strength that wells up from your very core. We were talking about gentle strength, allowing you to move into situations and along pathways that hold unknown challenges. Facing oneself in a personal growth process, exploring new careers, truly revealing your inner self to others, all of these are examples of courage. I'm going to put you guys on a hashtag 7 days of inspiration challenge. I'm just going to do that. For 7 days, I want you to make a post about what you're enthusiastic about. And then the last card is Headlamp. And this card is about using your crown chakra. No. Yes. Using your crown chakra at night to see. This is saying that your reflection time would be best at night. Like meditate on what you're going to do for your 7 days of inspiration. Shining your light enthusiastically. Be courageous about it. I want to see those videos. Tag me. Just put hashtag 7 days of inspiration, hashtag ajaaya of the dawn, and I will see you. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Call me for readings. Donate to my channel. And by the time you see this, I will have your karmic 3 month personal Scorpio reading on Patreon. Okay? Peace. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.